And now let me talk to you just a couple of minutes about the one that causes more of us in the world of sales to tuck our tail and run without a sell than any other single stall, put off, or objection. And you already know what it is. Every time you get involved in the sales process and somebody says to you, boy, it really looks good, I really like it, I tell you what, let us sleep on it and get back to us, we want to think about it. How do you handle that booger? We want to think about it. Because basically all they're really saying to you, think about this process, they're saying to you as a consumer, I can't make up my mind now, I'll do it later. But isn't it interesting that when later comes, later is just now, and if they can't make it up now, they got to do it later. How do you bring them back into present time to help them make a decision now? Because that's what you get paid for. I've got a guy who's really neat. He's got a great big Mickey Mouse watch. And every time somebody says to him, I want to think about it, he says, go. And they laugh like you laughed. I mean, it's ridiculous, man, but it kind of jolts the customer back into present time. The one I've always liked very much is this one. The guy or gal says to you, well, we really like it, but I'll tell you what, let us think about it. So you basically then set up the circumstances something like this. Well, that'd be fine. I think you ought to think about it because it's that important. Tell me, how long would you like to think about it? Well, they'll respond and tell you. They say, give us 2 days or give us a week or whatever they say. Whatever they give you, double it. Tell them, hey, take 2 weeks, take 4 weeks, no pressure, not freshman rush. And then you set it up and tell them the truth. You say, hey, if you took 2 days or 2 weeks or 2 months to think about it, you basically would have to arrive at the answers to these 3 questions in order to make a decision. Number 1, do I like it? Number 2, can I afford it? And number 3, shall I go ahead and do it now? So take as long or as short as you want, but do be sure that you come to the answers to those 3 questions because that's the process you're going to have to go through. And then you can kind of act like you're packing your grip, getting ready to leave. And you stop momentarily as if at the last moment, and you turn and you say to them this question. Oh, by the way, could I ask you a couple of questions? Do you like it? Well, they say yes or they say no. If they say yes, you go on. If they say no, they're literally telling you how to sell them. You then got to go back to benefit sell, and do whatever is necessary to do to find out what it is that they don't like and how to help them like it. But let's say they say, yeah, I really do like it, Dick. Then you can say, okay, you alone being the sole judge, can you afford it? Well, they say yes or they say no. And if they say yes, you go on. And if they say no, they're literally telling you how to sell them. Then you literally have to put the attention on the money process and justify the price and go through the reduction to the ridiculous or all the other great technology you have at your disposal to show the relativity of the investment of the money. But if they say, yes, I really do like it, and yes, I really can't afford it, I don't think it'll crimp me too much, then you never say, well, how about it? Then you go to your order blank close, your automatic instrument, and ask them the correct spelling of their last name, the correct mailing address, the purchase order number to be assigned to this. You literally go into an assumptive order blank close, and that's one way to move them off of that nebulous, let me think about it. You see, basically, you will be paid in direct proportion to your ability to force out decisions. And I use that word properly because all decisions are forced. Somehow or another, if we can help people catalytically come to the point of the decision-making process, that's what you'll get paid for. And those who get more commitments, get larger paychecks, and do a better job for their companies and themselves.